start at just $30. To get your tickets, call 1-800-298-4200 or head to ComcastTix.com.
Flyers fans, save the date for the annual Flyers Flags Fight for Lives Carnival at the Wells Fargo Center on Sunday, March 3rd. Here's your chance to meet the Flyers, take a photo with your favorite player, collect player autographs, and play interactive games, all to support a great cause. Carnival tickets are on sale now. Be a part of the Flyers' greatest charity event of the season at the annual Flyers Flags Carnival. Call 800-298-4200 or visit flyerscarnival.com.
We go to great lengths to amaze your children. We figured great heights was assumed. And great smiles, well, they're pretty much guaranteed.
Play the Wells Fargo Center March Day at the Elite Course Center March 10th. Purchase tickets at the box office or at ComcastTix.com.
Hey fans, enjoy the best franks and sausages that the city of Philadelphia Dr. Howie Margaret Nielsen are the official dentist of Philadelphia Wings, who will receive gentle family dental care with comfortable spacing available. Call them today for all your dental needs and have an elegant smile. 2013, call 610-789-9400. That's 610-789-9400. National Lacrosse League games are now airing live on YouTube. Watch the games live on your PC, laptop, iPad, mobile phone, and smart TVs. Watch the games anywhere. Take the NLL wherever you're going. Visit NLL.com for more information. Five Pounds Deli is located at 16th and Wolf Street. They're best known for their famous chicken cutlet, veggie eggplant sandwiches. Stop in with your ticket stub, and for every sandwich you purchase, receive a second sandwich free. The Philadelphia Wings Fan Club has a presence at all Wings events and is managed by the fans. This season, the Philadelphia Wings Fan Club aims to bring the best fans in the league bigger and better benefits. Visit the fan club table on the golf course for more information. Redefine your game with Reebok's new Black Line. Reebok Black was designed and engineered for the elite lacrosse player. Reebok's Black Line features a lightweight, minimalistic design, market-like technology, performance-driven, technology-driven, and NLL proven. Find all the new Reebok lacrosse gear online at ReebokBlack.com. Hey fans, you can now shop your Wings official gear at ShopWingsLAX.com. Find new and exclusive items by visiting ShopWingsLAX.com. Get your official Wings gear today at the Wings merchandise stands in the Broad Street and 11th Street atriums. Today's fast break deal of the game is $5 off of Wing player teams. Today's game only. Enhance your skills for the upcoming season. Come visit the Lacrosse Evolution Tent in the Broad Street atrium. When you sign up for a free private lesson, you have a chance to win free winter training 1 day a week. Either our downtown or King of Prussia facilities. Also, ask for details about their elite travel team, Team Philadelphia, and upcoming tryout dates. For more information, visit their website at lacrosseevolution.com. Stop by their tent and check them out on Facebook and Twitter. Turn your phone's ordinary ringtone into your favorite extraordinary Wings highlight with Sport On. Sport On has exclusive NLL highlight video tones. Download your favorite highlight and relive the big goal or the superb save every time your phone rings. Visit NLL.sporton.com. Bucksbaum Indoor Sports Center in Hatfield, Pennsylvania is the official practice facility of the Wings. Bucksbaum's Pennsylvania's premier indoor sports and recreation facility. Visit BucksbaumISC.com to learn more. The Wings would like to thank Mammoth Diagnostics Imaging in Brookbar, Pennsylvania, the official diagnostic imaging provider of the Wings. NLL Radio offers best online radio coverage of the National Lacrosse League. Download the app and listen to exclusive live game broadcasts anywhere on your smartphone. NLL Radio is also your home for weekly shows and player interviews. It's all free of charge. For more information, visit NLL.com. NJ Corporate Sales is your one-stop shop for everything for work and play. Whether it's a branded company, gift, or custom team apparel and trophies, our team can help make any season a success. Come see our newly remodeled facility in Turf Practice Field in Laurel, New Jersey. NJ Corporate Sales, the band's choice for work and play. Burlington County Eye Physicians are the official eye care center for the Wings. Your eyesight is a cornerstone for how you experience the world. At Burlington County Eye Physicians, we can help people improve the quality of their lives with our vision correction procedures. We offer a variety of vision correction procedures, and one may be right for you. We have locations in Willingboro and Morristown, New Jersey, and Langford, Pennsylvania. Visit bci.com for more information. Hey fans, right now we direct your attention to the bench for today's junior bench warmer. He is Ryan Posey. There's Ryan hanging out right there. Hey fans, if you would like your job to be a junior bench warmer, visit the www.wingslax.com and enter to win. Congratulations, Ryan Posey.
Your child, your parent, your teammate, your coach. Which one will be affected by blood cancer? In the time it takes to play out across it, 15 people will be diagnosed and 6 will lose their fight. Nicholas Cavalori was 1 of the 6. That's why the Headstrong Foundation is changing the playing field for those affected by blood cancer and those working to eliminate it. Join the Headstrong fight today at headstrongfoundation.org.
Hey, thanks to the Wings and wear live green gloves. After the game, Wings players will sign them and go for auction online. Benefit the Headstrong Foundation. For more information, visit www.wingslax.com/headstrong or visit the Headstrong table on the main concourse. Time now, ladies and gentlemen, for today's starters and scratches. We'll start with the scratches for the visiting Colorado Mammoth. Scratch number 10, Colton Clark. Number 14, Jordan McBride. Number 44, Jamie Lincoln. Scratches for your wings. Scratch number 20, Jim Forsythe. Number 55, Chad Whitmire. Starting lineups tonight, first for the visiting Colorado Mammoth. Getting the start tonight with number 15, Ilya Geitch. Number 19, Cameron Holden. Number 33, Matt Royden. Number 37, Dan Coates. Number 62, Craig Green. Number 82, Joey Vito. Starting lineup tonight for your wings. Getting the start, number 7, CJ Constable. Number 17, Brody Merrill. Number 21, Jeff Reynolds. Number 44, Jordan Hall. Number 81, Kyle Hartzell. And in goal, number 36, Brandon Miller. Those are your starters and scratches. now, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to tonight's Hooper Ball Joint Grandstand members, our loyal, loud, and proud season ticket holders. For information on how you can become a season ticket holder, visit the link table on the main concourse.
Especially to my friend. Please be generous. Consider participating in the auction of the lime green gloves. And on behalf of my son Nicholas and the Headstrong Foundation, thank you so much for being here today.
diagnosed, and 6 will lose their fight. Nicholas Kaulalori was one of the 6. That's why the Headstrong Foundation is changing the playing field for those affected by blood cancer and those working to eliminate it. Join the Headstrong fight today at headstrongfoundation.org. Foundation is changing the playing field for those affected by blood cancer and those working to eliminate it. Join the Headstrong fight today at headstrongfoundation.org.
However, with only 1.5 games separating first and last place in the tight Western Division, the Mammoth are not out of the playoff race by a long shot. Colorado fans are trying to figure out what to make of this Mammoth team that has been outscored in its last 2 games by nearly a 2-1 margin. Last week, the Edmonton Rush ran over the Mammoth at the Pepsi Center 14-7, thanks to a 5-goal performance by rookie Mark Matthews. John Grant Jr. had a hat trick, but that was a lone highlight in a blowout loss. While John Grant Jr. continues to lead the team in scoring, the Mammoth are in desperate need of a more balanced scoring attack. Second-year star Adam Jones has 10 goals and 14 assists, but needs to step up his production in today's game. On the defensive end, goaltending has been a question mark as well. Matt Royk is probably the starter today, but with a goals against average above 13, the Mammoth defense will need to come together as a team and help out their goaltenders. Otherwise, it could be a long flight back to Colorado. For the home team, the Wings are coming off an exciting victory in Rochester against the defending champs, defeating the Nighthawks 10-8 in Blue Cross Arena. The win was Philadelphia's first against Rochester since 2009, snapping a 10-game losing streak against the K-Hawks. With the win, the Wings moved to third place with a record of 3-3, and with a weekend sweep today against the Mammoth, the Wings would be set up nicely for the second half of the season. While the Wings snapped a 3-game losing streak last night, the offensive production is still on the low side. However, Captain Brody Merrill helped lead the team with an impressive performance last night, notching 2 goals and an assist, while Drew Westervelt gave the Wings another game-winning goal, his second of those on the season. In the pipes, Brandon Miller had a stellar performance last night, saving 39 shots, including a few wild scrambles late in the game to preserve the victory. With the recent addition of former wing Kyle Sweeney to the defense, the Wings held Rochester to very few quality shots in the second half. A grittier Philadelphia defense could spell trouble for the Mammoth and the rest of the Eastern Division as the Wings prepare to close out the first half of the season with a bang. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and introductions. You're watching the National Lacrosse League on the Lacrosse Network.
The assistant referee, Mr. Brent Spies. The shot clock operator, Matt Jenkins. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we would ask that you would all please remain standing in honor of America as we welcome the kids from Mass Community Charter School to present today's national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a nice round of applause for Mass Community Charter School. Beautiful job with today's national anthem.
From the Wells Fargo Center, welcome in Dave Walls here for the National Lacrosse League on the Lacrosse Network. Hope you're ready for really an exciting matchup between two teams that burned down the house last year, both in Denver and in Philadelphia.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now we direct your attention down on the field as we welcome our participants for today's honorary face-off. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Jake and Thunder. Jake and Thunder are currently being trained at the Penn Vet Working Dog Center.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Wells Fargo Center. Dave Walls here for the NLL on the Lacrosse Network. Welcoming those of you watching out in Denver today. Hope you're ready for an exciting matchup between two teams who really burned the building down both in Denver and in Philadelphia. These two teams with a back-to-back last year. Philadelphia winning out in Denver on a last-second goal by Brendan Mundorf, 13-12. The following day at the inaugural Bark at the Bowl, as you can see on the screen, the Dogs are there for the opening face-off. And the little one is certainly feisty today. Last season at the second of the home-and-home matchups. Went to a 10-minute long overtime before Adam Jones buried it to give the Mammoth the 16-15 victory. Right now, let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups. First for the visiting Mammoth, Ilya Gaich is out there in transition. Cameron Holding, Matt Roik in goal for the Mammoth today. Dan Coates, Creighton Reed, and Joey Caputo. For the home team, the Philadelphia Wings, CJ Costabile, Brody Merrill in transition, along with Jeff Reynolds for the faceoff, Jordan Hall, Kyle Hartzell, and interesting to note, Brandon Miller getting the start 2 days in a row for Brandon Miller after a spectacular matchup last night in Rochester. Glad you're here with us today on the NLL Network. We'll, of course, run down all the exciting matchups taking place today. Edmonton and Minnesota in action right now as they're nearing the end of the first quarter. We'll give you an update on that as soon as possible. Philadelphia Wings snapping a 3-game losing streak last night in Rochester against the defending champs 10-8. And certainly this good-sized crowd on a Sunday afternoon looking forward to another Wings victory. The Mammoth trying to piece it all together, losing last week 14-7 to the Edmonton Rush and sitting in last place but only a game and a half back of first in a very tight Western Division. We're ready to go. Costabile will take the opening face-off for the Wings. Gaich out there for the Mammoth. Spees is out there to drop the ball. Are the officials today? Mark Gardonio, Grant Spees, and shot clock operator Bill Jenkins. Face-off's underway, and we're underway here on the NLL on the Lacrosse Network. It's won by the Wings. Kyle Sweeney, the recent addition, has the ball for the Wings. Loose ball, the near side. He recovers, though. Sweeney, a former Wing, was traded over to Edmonton. Been out of the league for a little while. Made a good impact last night with against the Rochester Nighthawks. Crowley with the ball near the face-off circle. Now throws it over far side. That's to Kyle Ross. Ross pivots and turns of 6 on the shot clock. Up top now to Rabel on the side with 4, 3. Rabel with a good spin move. Shoots right into the chest of Matt Royk. Easy save. And the Mammoth will come out now for their first offensive series. Just underway here in Philadelphia. No score. Philadelphia and the Colorado Mammoth. Dan Coates out there. He's stuck near the penalty box area. He's able to get the long pass to the far side with 15 on the shot clock. Right in front of the crease to Grant Jr. Misses the net, though, and goes out of play, and no shot. Philadelphia will take possession back the other way. So right away, John Grant Jr. finding space in front of the crease, just unable to put it on Brandon Miller. Miller with a spectacular night last night, 39 saves in the big Philadelphia win. And some were figuring Croswell would get the start coming into today's game, given the nature of the back-to-back games and certainly what we've seen in recent weeks with the Wings coming off slow off a back-to-back, but Johnny Meridian giving Miller, sticking with the hot hand, giving Miller the start tonight. Illegal screens on both teams goes to Colorado, now back over to Philadelphia, so neither team really able to establish any offensive momentum here in the first 90 seconds. Rabel brings the ball across the timeline near sideboards. Working one-on-one into the slot, shoots and scores! Paul Rabel opens up the scoring for the Philadelphia Wings. They strike first, 1-0. The goal comes at 1:34 as Rabel just found himself in a one-on-one situation. Take a look at the replay. Rabel drove hard, and the Mammoth almost gave him a little bit too much room. We've seen teams have success defending Paul Rabel when they put extra pressure on him. That time, he had a wide open lane to just move into. That puts that high into the right-hand corner for the easy 1-0 score. And talking with and listening to Philadelphia Wings players, whether online as we go back to live action, shoots and scores! Adam Jones finds himself in front of the crease. Beat Costabile cleanly, and just like that, it's a 1-1 game. Jones found himself streaking, caught Costabile flat-footed, and really Miller was left to try to flail at that one, was unable to get himself into position. As the Mammoth quickly tied up, 20 seconds later, as you take a look here, Jones was able to put it high over Costabile. So right away, these two teams trading action fast and furious here. It's a 1-1 game. Shots on goal, 2-1 in favor of the Wings. And we were saying the Wings players were really came out of practice this past week, really encouraged by what they saw out of Paul Rabel as an over and back violation against the Wings. Even Jordan Hall went so far as to quote, "I got a good feeling about what we're going to see from Paul Rabel this weekend." Certainly got an assist and some loose balls last night, had a bit of a tougher time, but so far today getting the opening strike for Philadelphia. John Grant Jr., the legend out there right now for the Colorado Mammoth. He holds it out near the blue line with 17 on the shot clock. Dumps it over far side to Prout, now back over. Now we have a touch-up, and we're going to get a penalty, and it's going against the Wings. A holding call will give the Mammoth their first power play on the afternoon. Time of the call is going to come at 2:23 of the first. And Costabile, the defenseman, goes off the rookie, getting burned on the Adam Jones goal, and now we'll go ahead and give the Mammoth their first power play.
Penalty assessed to number 7, C.J. Constable, 2 minutes for holding.
So we'll get a good look at the Mammoth's first power play of the afternoon. Shot, save made by Miller. Big rebound, though, comes right back over to Prout, and he's able to pick it up with a fresh 30-second shot clock. Prout down low on the goal line, now kicks it back up top, over to Grant. Grant fakes the pass, now behind the back, over near side to Delgarno. To Jones, now back up top to Grant. 15 on the shot clock. Delgarno has it. Behind the back pass down to the goal line to Jones. Shoots and scores! Tic-tac-toe, and it's the Mammoth who score the power play goal as they go up 2-1 on the goal by Sean Pollock. The fresh 30-second shot clock really seemed to give Colorado a sense of confidence. They really took their time in setting up some nifty passes, and really the Wings were rotating all over the place. You'll see here Jones finds Pollock just sitting over on the right side, and Miller had to dive, was unable to get in a position. So just like that, the Mammoth strike back with 2 quick goals, and they go up 2-1. Costabile out of the box, wins the faceoff temporarily, but unable to control it. It's actually going to be picked up by the Mammoth. Delgarno will get the assist, and the Mammoth control. Coates has it. He dumps it off as he goes off for the transition play. Jordan Hall out in defense for the Wings, putting pressure on along with Kyle Sweeney. Over to John Grant Jr. He loses possession, though. Bit of an errant pass, but Grant's able to pick it up with 10 on the shot clock. Finds his man breaking, shoots, big save made by Miller. Got the stick in between the legs and was able to close up the 5-hole. So a nice run by Colorado. A couple shots, 2 quick goals, and now they enjoy a 2-1 lead. Kevin Buchanan rolls back as he found himself a double team. Now we'll get it over to Westervelt and to Crowley. Crowley, spin move taken down. Now we got a penalty that's going to be called. Jarrett Park's going to go off for, I believe, the interference call. Actually, they'll go ahead and call it a tripping play, but regardless, Crowley draws the penalty, and just like that, the Wings go back up on their first power play. So no shortage of physical play here in the first 4 minutes, with the Mammoth finding themselves in a 2-1 lead. Shots on goal, 4-2 in favor of the Mammoth.
Penalty assessment number 12, Jarrett Park. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of that penalty, 3 minutes 46 seconds.
At 3:46, Park goes off for the trip. And it's the Wings power play that had a lot of success last night. Crowley up top to Buchanan. Buchanan thinks about it, dumps it left side to Crowley. Now down low to Westervelt. Back to Crowley, holding and shoots and scores! Philadelphia Wings capitalizing quickly on the power play. 10:58 left to go here in the first, and it's a tie ball game, 2-2. Both teams showing confidence on the power play. As you'll take a look at the replay, Philadelphia was able to cycle the ball around very well. Crowley did a nice job with the hesitation passing, and you'll see Westervelt. Crowley fakes the pass to Westervelt, and he gets it over to Kevin Ross on the far side. Crowley and Westervelt get the assist. It's a 2-2 game, and there's no signs of slowing down here in the first 5 minutes. John Grant Jr. with the ball on the near side. Now goes up top. Far side to Pollock. Now over to Geich. Geich will take the long distance shot. Miller makes a stick save. Rebound bounces loosely off the boards. Pat Heim picks it up for the Wings. And good defensive play by Heim to avoid the stick check, as they will just get the ball across the timeline. 8 seconds in order to get it across the center line here in the National Lacrosse League. Coming up on 5 minutes down here in the first 2-2 game. Mike McClellan recently acquired out there for the Wings. Rabel has the ball near side, was looking for some traffic, can't find it, tries to pass to Buchanan, unable to control with 4 on the shot clock. Gonna have to hurry. Buchanan will just dump it in the corner as we get a shot clock violation. And with that will come our first media timeout. Lots of action, both teams converting on the power play. 9:53 to go in the first. It's a 2-2 game. You're watching the NLL on the Lacrosse Network. .53 here to go in the first. It's a 2-2 game. Dave Walls here for the National Lacrosse League, and my producer is John Barchard. Thanks so much for spending part of your Sunday with us. Big slate of action here in Week 8 of the National Lacrosse League, and we'll get all those scores to you a little bit later on. Fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Reebok. Redefine your game with Reebok's new Black Line. Reebok Black was designed and engineered for the elite lacrosse player. Reebok's Black Line features a lightweight and minimalistic design with carbon light technology. Performance-driven, technology-driven, NLL proven. Find all the new Reebok lacrosse gear online at ReebokBlack.com. Colorado has the ball after the shot clock violation from the Wings took us into the media timeout. John Grant Jr. out there getting it done for the Mammoth. He has the ball on the near side. He cycles it to Prouton, now back to Grant. Grant has defenders working on him, 10 on the shot clock, tries a bounce shot that Miller's able to control. Rebound does bounce loose, however, finally be able to be picked up by Brett Manny as he avoids the stick checks of Adam Jones. Well done by Manny and the Wings to clear that one. Out to Brody Merrill, had a stellar game last night in Rochester against the defending champs. Crowley has it now out near the blue line. Out top to Rabel. Rabel now to Crowley. Crowley thinks about the shot. Backs down his man, now turns, tries to roll down with 6 on the shot clock. Crowley working hard, tries to feed it over to Ross with 3-2. It's going to be a shot clock violation as Ross isn't going to be able to pick it up in time. Crowley tried to back down his man near the crease. Colorado equal the challenge as they were unable to hit Kevin Ross on the far side. Grant will bring the ball across on the near side. Working one-on-one with some traffic. Now the Wings switch up coverage on him. Far side now over to Prout. Prout rolling. Defender falls down. Now over on the near side, working as Delgarno. Delgarno holds up top now with 5 on the clock. Shoots, that ball goes wide. It's going to be an over and back call as Miller never touched the ball.
That's an over and back violation.
So after an early flurry of goals, we've seen both defenses tighten up here. And it'll be the Wings now as they trail shots on goal 6-3 here with 8:20 to go in the first. McClellan out there along with Crowley. Buchanan. Crowley has the ball now, near side. Rolls, shoots. Good save by Roy because I'm not sure he actually saw it, but it goes high. And now break the other way for the Mammoth. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Shot, save made by Miller, but a crease violation. A little bit of confusion as the Mammoth players were even thrown off by that fake, it looked like, and somebody stepped in the crease for Colorado. Now Philadelphia will try to capitalize quickly the other way. Brody Merrill out there in transition. Up top to Rabel. Merrill will stay out there on this offensive set. McClellan up top to Merrill. Merrill, bounce shots, save, but as we get a whistle before the shot gets on net, looks like we're going to get a penalty, and I believe it's going to be against Drew Westervelt. A little bit of arguing, but indeed the Philadelphia penalty box is open. Westervelt's going to go off. The signal is an elbow. It's away from the ball, so it didn't see it. We'll have to see the severity of the elbow. Westervelt doesn't agree. We look to the board for the penalty time. It's indeed just going to be a 2-minute penalty. So apparently Drew Westervelt gets the elbow up a little bit high. So the Mammoth go up on their second power play, 1-for-1, as they were able to capitalize on the C.J. Costabile penalty earlier. Adam Jones out there for Colorado, along with Delgarno, Grant, far side to Prout. Prout now over to Delgarno. Delgarno shoots and scores! Colorado Mammoth go 2-for-2. Sean Pollock again on the power play, the recipient of just a beautiful pass. He parked himself on the side of the crease, nobody home except the back of the net. It's 3-2. Prout with a great head fake on that pass. It really sets it all up. Delgarno was able to find Pollock sitting right there, and Miller's just not able to get into position. So two quick power play goals for the Mammoth, put them back up top, 3-2. Wings win the faceoff, though. Costabile finds himself in a triple team right now. Stick checked away, however, and Colorado is able to regain possession, and they quickly bring it across the timeline, just beating the 8-second clock. Sullivan comes off in transition as he dumps it off to Grant. Grant, near side to Adam Jones. Jones now will put it up top to McLeod. McLeod shoots, knee save by Miller. The rebound comes right out to the defense and Kyle Sweeney. Sweeney will just go ahead and bring it across the timeline himself as he dumps it off to Rabel in transition. Rabel near side boards working one-on-one. 6:28 to go here in the first. 3-2, the Mammoth are up. Philadelphia, far side to Hall. Now over to Crowley. He holds, didn't have a lane to run as Royk actually closed up the hole that Crowley had. Now Crowley comes back around into the hole, shoots with 1 on the clock. Save made by Royk, but the rebound will come right to Paul Rabel, but as he's checked, the ball comes loose and goes about 5 rows up into the stand. So great defensive work that time by Colorado. First by Royk in closing up the hole that Crowley saw in the net. Crowley had to hold it too long, and then when Rabel picks up the loose ball rebound, they were able to check it away from him and really knock the ball out and create a turnover situation. Great job on both ends by the Mammoth. Back to the other side with 12 on the shot clock. Here's a shot by Adam Jones. Save made by Miller. Rebound comes right to Steve Holmes. He'll try it for a fast break. However, he's stick checked away
just coming off the bench for the Wings. They're able to pick it up and somehow get it across the timeline. Good heads-up play by Drew Westervelt, saving the turnover or 8-second violation as he was coming off the bench off a line change and was able to just quickly pick the ball up. Wings control with 10 on the shot clock. Far side to Crowley. He bounces it in low. Save made by Royk, and he'll control the rebound. Karate was there to try to pick it up, but no go. Long outlet pass intended for a holding, eventually gets there. Crowley was fighting over it, but Colorado's able to control. Holding will now wait for some help from his line. So we approach 5 minutes left to go here in the first. Holding was able to get it behind the back pass over to Grant, but it goes awry. Good defense applied by Philadelphia that time, not allowing a clean look on that pass to Grant. Merrill's waiting for the line change for Philadelphia as now he'll come off in transition. In case you notice, the Philadelphia Wings wearing lime green gloves. Those gloves will be auctioned off this week, and all proceeds support the Headstrong Foundation, which benefit blood cancer research, a truly worthy cause. The Wings supporting that one. You'll recall a few years ago, the Wings had green jerseys they wore for a game, and they auctioned those off. I have one of those in my closet right now. Colorado is back the other way with Ilya Gaich. Gaich just pulls the trigger. Save made by Miller, and last couple plays, Colorado's been content to shoot from outside, and Miller's had a pretty clean look at both of them. It's really been the power play that's done the Wings in so far. Joel White, acquired in the Dan Dawson trade, is out there, along with Westervelt, McClellan, far side Ross, and Jordan Hall. Ross has the ball, finds himself in a double team, tries to find Hall, can't turn around with 7 on the clock. Now holding, 6-5, and now we have an illegal screen as Chet Kazetsny falls down. He was screened away, and that will take us to our next media timeout. 3:54 here to go in the first. 3-2 Mammoth on the Lacrosse Network. Welcome back to the Wells Fargo Center. 3:54 left to go here in the first. It's a 3-2 Mammoth lead. Fans, did you miss the big goal that everyone was talking about last week? Don't sweat it. Visit the Lacrosse Network online to see the top 10 plays from last weekend's action. You can also watch full replays of every game played this season. It's all there on demand anytime that fits your schedule. Visit youtube.com/the Lacrosse Network. Both teams have capitalized on all their power play opportunities here. Mammoth 2 for 2, the Wings 1 for 1. So Mammoth who enjoy a 3-2 lead right now as they have the only even strength goal so far. Turnover, Brett Manny will bring it back up 2-on-1. Manny will take it himself, pass off the board, save. Hartzell with another shot, and that one goes off Royk. Manny was still in the area. He was trying to pick it up and put it back on net, but unable to do so. But the Wings with a fresh 30 will now finally get their line out there. Rabel holds as Buchanan and company come out. Crotty and Crowley out there as well. Crowley far side now to Buchanan. Buchanan tries to roll down low with 10 on the clock. Up top to Crotty. Crotty backs down, defended by Sullivan. Rabel has it with 5. Moving in. 4-3. Shot never gets through. It's blocked away. Now here comes a fast break the other way for the Mammoth. Coming quickly is Cupido. Cupido shoots and scores. Fast break goal back the other way for the Colorado Mammoth as they now jump out to a 2-goal lead, 4-2. Joey Cupido really putting the wheels on here as you take a look at the replay. He just turned on the burners and really was able to just put it home quickly.
Colorado goal scored by number 82, Joey Cupido. It is an unassisted goal.
Unassisted goal with 2:55 left to go here in the first. Shots on goal favor the Mammoth, 11-7. The Wings no stranger to slow starts. They overcame one last night, however, in Rochester. They were down 4-0 at the end of one period and came back to win that 10-8. So 4-2 lead in all, in comparison seems manageable, but certainly you don't want to put yourself in a hole like this if you're a Philadelphia faithful. Rabel tries to shoot through traffic. Easy save for Royk, and the Mammoth will bring it back the other way. Ilya Gaich in transition will dump it off to John Grant, who's been quiet so far here in the first. Grant now will bounce pass it over on the far side to Prout. Prout being worked on by Heim. Over to Grant near the blue line. Down low to Jones. Tries to get over to Prout. Was able to get it to him off the boards. 4 on the shot clock, though. We'll have to hurry. He shoots. Bounce shot. Save made by Miller. Rebound is controlled momentarily, but errant pass, and Colorado's going to get a fresh 30 as Jones picks up the errant pass. Unforced turnover by the Wings, and Colorado will get a second opportunity. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first. Up top to Grant. He's out there with Pollock. As Grant shoots, that goes wide. Able to be saved, but only 10 on the shot clock. Delgarno with the shot low. Saved. No over and back violation as it goes off Miller. Royk will come way out to play it. And again, a fresh 30-second shot clock as the outlet pass goes to Delgarno. Grant on the near side boards. Jones up top of the ball. Now back over to Grant. Grant had a lane to run inside, decides to hold it up top with 16 on the clock. Now Grant has a lane to run, shoots and scores. You're not going to keep John Grant quiet for long, and the Wings gave him the middle of the field, and he just tears down the middle and pumps it up to a 5-2 lead. As you take a look at the replay, Grant just comes right off. His defense was being put on by Holmes. He just comes right off the defenseman, and Adam Jones will get the assist as really Grant just had way too much space. 5-2 your score. A loose stick out there as Costabile was stick checked away. Face-off won by Colorado, and it seems like Philadelphia hasn't even had the ball in the offensive zone for the last 2 to 3 minutes. Well done on behalf of the Mammoth. Double team put on by White and Sweeney, as Prout is really trapped back there. Now Sweeney is able to force the turnover. Kyle Sweeney, in just a short time back with the Wings, has really made his presence felt on the defensive end. Crowley will shoot. That goes wide off the boards. Crowley can't contain the rebound. However, it is controlled by Buchanan. About a 15-second differential between shot and game clock. Ross has it. That one just briefly saved by Royk. He's able to get a little bit of a toe on it. Shot clock turned off, and the Wings can hold for a last possession. Miller looking to the bench, and he will come off for extra attacker. So the Wings holding for last shot with a 6-on-5 advantage now as we're under 16 seconds. Rabel's out there for the extra attacker along with Crowley, Buchanan, White, Westervelt down low. That pass goes off the board to Buchanan. It's now down to 6. Shoots and scores! Kevin Crowley works the 6-on-5 advantage with the empty net. And with 5.5 to go here in the first, it's now a 5-3 game. Great poise showed by the Wings as the clock was winding down in the first. They throw the pass off the boards over to Buchanan, and he finds Crowley sitting from about 20 feet out and is able to snipe it into the upper right-hand corner above Matt Royk. Face-offs won by the Mammoth, and they will just hold and let the clock run out on this first period. Shots on goal 14-10 in favor of the Mammoth, and they enjoy a 2-goal lead at the end of one. It's 5-3. This is the National Lacrosse League on the Lacrosse Network. Welcome back to the Wells Fargo Center. Getting ready for the second quarter to get underway here. Mammoth enjoying a 2-goal lead, 5-3. Taking a look around the league so far here in Week 8 of the National Lacrosse League season. On Friday, the Minnesota Swarm were able to run away from the Edmonton Rush with a nice rally in the fourth quarter. The Swarm take that 13-8. Saturday action finds the Washington Stealth edging out the Calgary Roughnecks. In fact, the Stealth were out big, and Calgary made a nice fourth quarter run, just unable to close that gap 16-14. The Wings winning last night in Rochester 10-8. One other game in action here in Week 8, that is the Minnesota Swarm. They are in action right now against the Edmonton Rush, the second half of a home-and-home series. Getting a scoring update for you here in just a few minutes. In fact, it's a blowout right now as we look to the scoreboard with 9:42 left to go in the third. The Swarm are being shut out at this moment, 9-0 in the third quarter. So certainly it's been a rough day over in the Hive for Swarm fans, as a very balanced scoring attack today for Edmonton has been the key there. We'll keep you updated on all those games here on the NLL Network, on the Lacrosse Network. Second quarter underway. It's the Mammoth with the ball. Now going right to left, the Mammoth wearing the white jerseys with the red and black trim. The Wings wearing their red jerseys with black numbers and black trim. Far side to John Grant. He holds the ball with Prout down low. Adam Jones trying to find room over the crease. Can't find him. Pollock tries to break down low along with Richard Morgan. However, shot clock violation. They just dump it into the corner before the clock expires. So good defensive effort right away for the Wings, and they'll come out for their first possession of the second quarter. Jordan Hall brings the ball across the timeline out to Buchanan as Hall comes off the field. Buchanan working one-on-one. Now with two rolls. Finds himself open. Shoots. Hits two crossbars. Bad break from Buchanan as it hits two crossbars, and then finally Buchanan steps in the crease afterwards. So if the ball had bounced in afterwards, would have been no good. But Buchanan with a couple spectacular moves to create that scoring opportunity. Quickly back the other way. It's the man with the ball. Pollock on the near side boards. Up top to Grant. Grant now working one-on-one with White. Tries to hit his man right in front of the crease. Unable to connect now with 7 on the shot clock. Rolls, shoots, save made by Miller. Rebound, though, comes right out to Richard Morgan, and they're going to get a fresh 30. Been the story of the Mammoth offense so far. Plenty of second and third shot opportunities here as the Mammoth will pass it off the boards. Unable to control. Jones, however, keeps it from being an over and back call. 15 on the shot clock as they reset. Jones tries to get traffic in front of him. However, goes 6 save and a beauty. Ball rolled loose. Morgan tried to dive in and tip it into the net as Miller couldn't find it, but he gets into the crease. So turnover by the Mammoth, and now the Wings come across the line of Steve Holmes. Holmes out there with Crotty. Westervelt has the ball checked away. Westervelt now right in front of the crease. Save made by Matt Royk. Beautiful job that time as McClellan was sitting right on the doorstep, turned and fired, and Royk equaled to the challenge. Quickly back the other way. Big shot and save made by Miller that time. Ball loose on the turf, being fought over. Ball still fought over, picked up by Sweeney. Will have to hurry. He's going to have to pass it and get across, and he will not do so. That's an 8-second violation. A rule that has changed, actually, since the last time Kyle Sweeney had any extensive time in the NLL. Prout tries a quick pass over to the crease right off the restart. Unable to connect as the Wings tip it away, and a turnover there. As Brody Merrill has it now as the line change is complete. Buchanan over to Westervelt, now far side to Rabel. Rabel actually puts the screen on. Check that. It's up top to Westervelt. Underhanded shot and score! Drew Westervelt goes boom from about 20 feet, and it's a 1-goal game, 5-4. I love the technique Westervelt showed by getting the underhanded shot. You watch it slowly rise up on Matt Royk's right shoulder. As you take a look at the replay here coming up shortly, Westervelt had some traffic, just cranked it back, and was able to just wing this one. Started down low, and that ball just rose up on Royk and really surprised him. A 1-goal game as the Wings win the faceoff. Ball is loose on the turf, picked up by McClellan. Jordan Hall out there. Westervelt back right on the field after the goal. Crotty. Attempted pass over to McClellan, intercepted by Royk, and now quick outlet pass back the other way. Here come the Mammoth. Tried to hit Grant, who was sitting near the crease. Good pressure put on, and a good stop that time by Steve Holmes. Ball is loose on the turf. Briefly fought over Sweeney. Great job in picking up the loose ball. He's been doing that very well so far in his first 2 games back with the Wings. Merrill calls the shots on the offense as he comes off, hands it off to Rabel in transition. 18 on the shot clock. 11:16 to go here in the second. It's a 5-4 Mammoth lead. Ross shoots, save made, rebound, shot, and score! Buchanan quickly picks up the rebound and is able to deke Matt Royk. It's a tie game at 5. And I tell you what, given the history these two teams have had, especially in recent years, you would expect nothing but a high-scoring matchup, and that's certainly what we're getting here in the first half. Have an injured Mammoth player down on the field right now. Looks like Jared Park is slow to get up after that goal. Park being looked at by the Colorado trainer, so we do have a timeout out on the field. Park is able to walk off under his own power, so that's certainly a good sign. It looked like Park may have gotten screened away from the ball. So that's good news as we finally take a look at the replay here. Ross is able to get the shot shoulder save, but quick stick by Buchanan, and adds one additional deke in there, is able to get it past Matt Royk, so a 3-0 run for the Wings, and they have tied it up 5-5. Mammoth win the face-off. They'll bring the ball across. Capito has it, near side. Now back up top to Pollock. Only 4 minutes gone here in the second. We've already got a 5-5 game. Both offenses have really been firing at all cylinders so far. Near side to Pollock. Has traffic in front. Now shoots and scores. Sean Pollock capitalizes on the traffic in front of him, and I don't know that Brandon Miller ever sees that one. It bounces in low, and the Mammoth quickly retake the lead 6-5. Good awareness by the Mammoth to realize that they had a lane to shoot, but not a lot of visibility for the goaltenders. You see here, he just puts it low. It actually takes a good Colorado bounce that time as Miller was down low, and it just goes over his knee. Morgan and Pratt will both get the assist as the Mammoth reclaim that 1-goal lead. Face-off one, however, by the Wings. It's White who picks up the loose ball, and now out to Sweeney as the defense will come off after a successful face-off. Brody Merrill holding the ball near side. Was looking to pass it down low, unable to find anywhere, so he'll get it over to Hall. Hall with a spin move, turns back around. 13 on the shot clock. Now back down low. Working one-on-one is Ross. Shoots, save made by Royk that time. Ross with a good spin move, had a lot of velocity on it, but Royk was equal to the challenge, and now it's back the other way for the Colorado Mammoth. Both teams with their lines out there. Prout able to find Grant 1-0, and a beautiful save made by Brandon Miller. However, the Wings step into their crease, and it's going to be a loose ball violation. We have a media timeout on the field. We'll sort it all out when we come back. 9:49 left to go. 6-5 Mammoth on the NLL on the Lacrosse Network. .9:49 left to go here in the second. At 6-5, the Mammoth enjoying a 1-goal lead. Shots on goal 19-15, I should say, in favor of Colorado. Hey, Mammoth fans, don't forget your Colorado Mammoth return home next Saturday to host the defending champs. The Rochester Nighthawks are coming to town. Game time at Pepsi Center next Saturday, 7 o'clock. For tickets and info, visit coloradomammoth.com. As you see in the stands, many area mascots out to celebrate Mad Dog's birthday and the Wings' second annual Bark in the Bowl promotion. So if you do see dogs in the stands, you're not seeing things. The Wings had a lot of success in this promotion, and very funny to be walking around the stadium and seeing owners with breeds of all shapes and sizes walking around. Certainly, certainly adds a different ambiance to the Wells Fargo Center tonight for sure. Action back underway with the Mammoth getting the ball as the Wings had stepped into their own crease with the ball. Quickly off the reset, Pollock with a shot. Miller makes the save, and pass intended for Merrill goes awry, but the Wings are going to be able to pick it up. Well, no, the ball goes off the stick of Merrill, and they're unable to control, so the Mammoth will quickly bring it right back the other way. Unforced turnover on Philadelphia. Pollock and McLeod out there along with Grant, who's got the ball up top. Jones grinding low. Grant holding, trying to find some room to maneuver with 9. He turns and fires off the boards, goes wide, hits the Wings defender in the back, and now they are able to pick it up. It's Steve Holmes. Holmes holds it near side, thought about the pass near the crease, instead decided to pull it back. And Holmes comes off in transition as Buchanan has it. Buchanan over to Rabel. Rabel with the cannon and scores! Paul Rabel notches number 2 as the Wings tie it up again 6-6. And certainly even the most optimistic Wings fan will have to admit that Paul Rabel has had an up and down year to say the least, but he shows right here why, when you give him space, he is a very, very dangerous player. Mammoth gave him too much room, and he just uncorks a cannon right past Matt Roig. Second on the day for Rabel, and it's a 6-6 game. Geich has the ball quickly off the faceoff. Save made by Miller. And the Philadelphia defense quickly capitalizes. Merrill has the ball, and he'll get the pass over to Hartzell as they bring it across the timeline. 6-6 game here, 8:25 to go here in the second. This one is not over by a long shot. Ross on the near side boards, rolls, able to thread a pass over to Crowley as he had tight defense being put on him by Park. Ball's loose on the turf over to McClellan. He's able to pick it up. 5 on the clock, though. Tough angle shot that time. Was just trying to get contact and maybe a reset of the clock. He gets to contact, but Colorado picks it back up. The near impossible angle shot that time by McClellan, but certainly trying to play strategy and hoping the Wings can pick up a rebound. Pollock has the ball right, the faceoff circle. Hit Jones over on the crease line, but Jones was too deep in order to put it on net, so Jones will reset with 8 on the clock. Tight defense played by Manley. On the crease line to Grant with 3-2. Uncorks a shot. Save made by Grant. However, crease violation as Jones was able to keep himself out of the crease. And Jones is going to go off for a delay of game as right off the crease violation, Jones knocks the ball away, and that's a big no-no. Wings are going to go back on the power play with 7:33 left to go here in the second. We certainly saw some evidence of that last night. In fact, Paul Rabel getting called for a delay of game penalty late in their game against Rochester last night, where he just picked up the ball right after the whistle, and the referees were quick on the whistle to blow him for delay of game. Wings back on the power play, 1-for-1 so far, trying to make it 2-for-2. Hall out there, he'll uncork one. Save made by Roy, but right to Gross, and a fresh 30 for the Wings. Hall to Crowley. Crowley over to Hall. Errant pass he's able to control. Still 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. 5-on-4 as Jones is off for the delay of game. Up top to Buchanan. He sets. Now passes over. Rebound. Shot and score! Nobody does the one-timer pass down low better than Ross right now for the Wings, and now they are up on their first lead since it was 1-0. The Wings are back up top 7-6. Kevin Ross with an effortless touch down on the goal line. As you take a look here, Buchanan to Crowley, and then tic-tac-toe. Ross connects all the dots and is able to get it past a sprawling Matt Roy. The Wings unable to get the ball past the timeline. Crotty took a stutter step as he crossed the timeline. That was just enough for crew chief Mark Gardonio to blow the 8-second violation, so a turnover for the Wings, and now Mammoth will take the ball back with 6:38 left to go here in the second. 7-6 your score. Prout with the ball, finds himself a screen. Now that ball was deflected as it never got on Miller. 10 seconds to go as the Mammoth are able to control the rebound. McLeod down low has Pollock breaking in front of him. McLeod with 5-4, going to have to just put it on net, unable to do so. That goes up into the netting, but off a wing, and so a fresh 30-second shot clock for Colorado as they will regroup. Quickly off the reset, tried to hit a breaking Adam Jones. Loose ball violation, though, as Jones was pushed away Steve Holmes. And so the Wings will take possession as Manley brings it back in for the Philadelphia. Approaching 6 minutes to go here in the second. 7-6 your score. Buchanan over to Rabel. Rabel with a nice head fake that time. Tries to drive in the net. Has it stick checked away, though, beautifully that time. John Gallant was able to knock that one away. And now quickly back the other way for Colorado. 3-on-2. Over on the far side. Beautiful kick save by Miller that time. As Gastaldo was breaking for Colorado. Was able to get that shot away. Miller, though, stood tall between the pipes. Fresh 30, however, so now they'll get their offense out. We've certainly seen a switch in the Philadelphia defense the past week as Prout stick checked away. Good turnover by the Wings as the Wings have really gotten a lot more physical this weekend on defense. Breaking man for Philadelphia. Shoot, score! Great transition play by the Philadelphia Wings with 5:19 to go in the second. It's a 2-goal lead, 8-6. You could see that one coming a mile away from the rafters of the Wells Fargo Center as Westervelt timed the transition play beautifully. Had to wait for his man to come towards the bench, but once he did, he timed it and found himself breaking. And as we say this, Matt Royk is headed over to the bench, and we're going to have a goaltending change. We mentioned during the pregame show that certainly Royk has had his issues. A couple of these goals, though, Philadelphia has found themselves right here in breakaway situations. Taking a look at the replay, very close of Drew Westervelt hitting the crease, but certainly Colorado's 20 seconds have expired. So they do not throw the flag, and it's an 8-6 game. Quickly off the faceoff, shoot, score! The Philadelphia Wings again, quickly on the faceoff, a diving goal, puts it up to a 3-goal lead, 9-6. No sooner does the new goaltender Dan Lewis get warm in the net. He barely makes his presence felt, and he's seeing a diving shot right in front of him. Westervelt with the hat trick already here in the first half, and it's a 9-6 game. 5:11 to go here in the second. And with that, Colorado's going to go ahead and use their timeout. We'll take a timeout as well with 5:11 left to go. It's the Wings 9 and the Mammoth 6 on the Lacrosse Network. .5:11 to go here in the second. It's a 9-6 Philadelphia score. Dave Walls here from the Wells Fargo Center. Send me a tweet at Dave Walls. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to hear from you. We're back to live action as Costabile tried a shot. He's tripped away. Referees say play on, and it's a good defensive stop for Colorado. So Dan Lewis now in net for Colorado as Royk gets the hook after the 8th goal. And Colorado would love to stop the bleeding with a goal here. It's Pollock, near side, working, rolling, save made by Miller off the shot that time. Miller was looking for the long outlet pass. Instead, he'll dump it off to Holmes. Now we have a fight going on as Pollock dropped the gloves, decked Manny.
We have an official touch.
both penalty boxes open, so we're going to have to sort out the penalties here. We're going to have Manny going in and Pollock going in, but it'll be interesting to see what's called as Pollock's gloves come off. Manny's gloves did not. Let's see what Mark Gardonio and company come up with after this media timeout. 4:30 left to go in the second. 9-6 Wings, the NLL on the Lacrosse Network. Welcome back to the Wells Fargo Center. 9-6, the Wings enjoying a 3-goal lead. Wings fans, don't forget the next Wings home game, Saturday, March 9th. The Wings hosting the ever-dangerous Washington Stealth. Game time here at Wells Fargo Center. Finally get a late game on that Saturday. It's an 8 o'clock start time. For tickets and info, go to wingslax.com. Also, NLL fans, don't forget NLL Radio offers the best online radio coverage of the National Lacrosse League. You can now listen to NLL Radio on your smartphone. Just download the popular TuneIn radio app. That's TuneIn, TuneIn, and find NLL Radio under the More Sports section. For more information, visit NLL.com/radio. Well, the Wings are on a 5-on-4 power play at the moment, so we'll have to wait and see what the call is. We're waiting the official calling of the penalties, but certainly Pollock, the instigator. We have 2 men in the box for Colorado and Manny in the box for Philadelphia. So a 2-minute power play for the Wings. However, Lewis is just able to get that ball away. Colorado's trapped in its own end. They just get it across the timeline. So Colorado's going to be happy to burn off 30 seconds here of this power play. Again, down a man right now and down 3 goals with 3:39 left to go here in the first half. Fans, don't forget, stay tuned at the half. We'll give you the complete rundown of action going on across the league. Lots of great games here in Week 8. The first half of the season already closing out. Hard to believe. It's been very up and down for nearly every team. We'll go ahead and break it down here for you at the half. Wings back on the power play. They're 2 for 2. However, Rabel loses sight of the ball and an unforced turnover. Fast break the other way. It's John Gallant who had the keen awareness to pick that ball up. He's trapped on the near side boards. Back behind the play, Ross and Rory Smith got tied up. Referees decided to let that one play. Shorthanded opportunity for Grant Miller, makes the save, and now the Wings will come back across with 19 to go on the power play. Down low to Jordan Hall. Hall back up top. Holding is Crowley. Now over to Rabel. Rabel backs down up top to Crowley. To Rabel. Power play ends in 5, 4, 3. Hall thinks about it. Up top to Crowley. Shoots that block. Shot deflected. Hall has it. Power play over. Even strength. Rabel can't control the pass. And Colorado successfully kills off the penalty. Flip pass over to Colorado as it's Gastaldo who had an open break for a minute there, but decides to pull back. So the Wings now 2 for 3 on the power play. Pollock still on the bench, in the box, along with Brett Manny. Delayed penalty coming up against the Wings. The Mammoth shoot, and they score. Had a delayed penalty coming up against Philadelphia. It won't matter as the Mammoth are able to bury it, and with 2:03 left to go in the second, it's back to a 2-goal lead for the Wings, now at 9-7. But actually, we're going to get a man going into the box anyways. Got a high sticking call going on against Steve Holmes. So we'll have to wait and see what variety of penalty Holmes is getting if he's going in the box after a goal.
Colorado goal scored by number 9, Gavin Brown. The assist, number 24, John Graham Jr. Along with number 82, Joey Capito. Time of that goal, 12 minutes, 50 seconds.
Prout gets the goal from Grant and Capito. Holmes goes off for a 5-minute high sticking major. Certainly something the NLL has been very cautious with this season with the new rule changes. If you get the stick up to the head, you're going to get that 5-minute call, and that's apparently what happened. A little bit of chippiness on both sides behind the play we've seen here in the last few minutes as well, so certainly something like that unavoidable. But now Colorado will have a golden opportunity to get themselves back into this game. Philadelphia, the shorthanded scoring opportunity goes for naught. Colorado brings it back the other way. Gaich with 90 seconds left to go here in the second. Prout has it. Over to Jones. Now back over to Prout. Prout holds, shoots, goes wide. 9 on the shot clock. Finds McLeod down low, up top to Prout with 5. 4, going to shoot. Save made by Miller. Don't know that he saw it, but he got the knee on it. And now Manley will race it across the timeline. He's being worked on by McLeod. Manley will take it himself all the way down. Tries to hit Hartzell, but unable to do so. And a turnover for the Wings. And now Colorado's got a 4-on-1 the other way. Working as Park up top to McLeod. They got too fancy with it, as Colorado and Park really should have shot that ball. They had a 4-on-1 and couldn't capitalize. Break for the Wings there, as Ross is able to pick it back up, and it hits the long pass to Merrill back the other way. Merrill breaks. Has a man on the far side. Westervelt charges, was looking for number 4 in the first half. Westervelt, far side to Ross. Ross shoots it, save made. Shot clocks are off. It would be a good opportunity for Colorado to call their timeout, but they already burned that with 5 minutes left to go in the period. So Colorado gets last shot. Royk is still in net. He's looking over to the bench. Excuse me, that's Lewis in net, I should say. He's looking. He'll go ahead and stay out there, though, with only 9 on the clock. To Prout, behind the back to McLeod. McLeod up to Prout with 3, 2. They shoot off the crossbar. Colorado had the shot they wanted, could not bury it, and that will end a very exciting first half of action. Shots on goal, 28-23 in favor of the Mammoth, but after one half of play, it's the Philadelphia Wings 9, the Colorado Mammoth 7. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll break down the first half of action here on the NLL on the Lacrosse Network. Welcome back to the Wells Fargo Center. It's halftime as the Philadelphia Wings have a 6-goal outburst in the second period. They enjoy a 9-7 lead here at the half. Dave Walls here from the Wells Fargo Center, along with my producer John Barchard, assistant producer Leah Masato. And thank you so much for tuning in wherever you are. Send me a tweet at Dave Walls. Would love to hear from you. Let me know where you're watching from. I know we've got people watching out in the Denver area. Stay warm out there. Also, a couple people have already tweeted me saying they're watching from Petersboro, Ontario, home of John Grant Jr. We thank you for watching as well. Love to hear from you no matter where you are. 9-7 lead. Let's go ahead and break down the first half scoring. Paul Rabel gets it started for the Wings at 1:34 of the first. However, Adam Jones equalizes just 12 seconds later from Pollock and Prout. Pollock will go ahead and get 2 power play tallies at 2:53 and 7:40. Kevin Ross gets one in the middle there, 4:02 on the power play for the Wings. Then Capito and Grant Jr. both score for Colorado, making it 5-2 before Crowley gets the empty netter with 5.5 left to go in the first to make it 5-3 at the end of one. But then Philadelphia really takes off in that period, with Westervelt getting 3 in the quarter at 2:48, at 9:31, and again 10 seconds later at 9:41. Rabel also adds a second along with Buchanan. However, Colorado is not going down without a fight, as Pollock and Prout have both gotten tallies for the Mammoth. Runs happen in this game, and we've certainly seen them on both sides of this matchup so far, so I wouldn't turn away no matter whom you're rooting for. Shots on goal favor the Mammoth, 28-23, according to the official tally on the board. Matt Royk was in there for 24-41, had 10 saves. Dan Lewis has been in there for the remainder of the matchup and given up 1 goal. Again, your score at the half, the Wings 9, the Mammoth 7. Let's go ahead and take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here on the Lacrosse Network. 3 games in action prior to this one. On Friday, the Minnesota Swarm had a big fourth quarter rally. Were able to put away the Edmonton Rush 13-8. A different story on this Sunday matchup. We'll get to that in just a moment. 2 games in action on Saturday. First, as the Philadelphia Wings went to Blue Cross Arena and got their first win against the Nighthawks since 2009. That was 10 straight losses for the Wings, but they're able to put the Nighthawks away 10-8. Finally, the Calgary Roughnecks fall to the Stealth 16-14. That dangerous Washington Stealth team coming to the Wells Fargo Center for the next Wings home game. Getting you an update on the Edmonton Rush Minnesota game. And it has been, needless to say, it has been all Edmonton in this matchup. Last score check we had was with 7 minutes to go in the fourth, 11-5 in favor of Edmonton. And that means Minnesota is going on a rally, because at late in the third, it was 9-0 in favor of the Rush. So barring a scoring barrage by the Swarm in the last 7 minutes over at Treasure Island Field, it's going to be the Rush who will split that weekend series. We'll take a timeout. When we come back in just a couple of minutes, it'll be second half action here from the Wells Fargo Center. Again, your score 9-7, the Wings over the Mammoth, the NLL on the Lacrosse Network. Welcome back to the Wells Fargo Center. Second half of action getting ready to get underway here. Fans, don't forget tonight's game brought to you in part by Reebok. Redefine your game with Reebok's new Black line. Reebok Black was designed and engineered for the elite lacrosse player. Reebok's Black line features a lightweight and minimalistic design with carbon light, that is, technology, performance-driven, technology-driven, NLL proven. Find all the new Reebok lacrosse gear online at ReebokBlack.com. Fans, welcome to Philadelphia. Dave Walls for the Lacrosse Network. My producer, as always, John Barchard, assistant producer Lee Masato. Thank you again for tuning into tonight's broadcast. Send me a tweet at Dave Walls. Let me know where you're watching at. We know we got fans watching out in Denver, of course, and we appreciate that. Quick scoring update from Minnesota. As that game draws to a close, the Edmonton Rush were all over the Minnesota Storm. In fact, that game now with 4 minutes left to go, and Minnesota's trying to make a run on it. They're on a 5-1 run in the fourth, but still trail Edmonton 11-6. So it looks like we're going to get a split in that home and home series. The Wings with a win, ironically, will go to 4-3. A weekend sweep would really position them well for the second half of the season. So as we look out, Dan Lewis is going to remain in goal for the Mammoth. You remember he came in relief of Matt Roig, who had his struggles in the second quarter. Certainly, the Philadelphia Wings had their fair share of wide-open scoring opportunities. A couple of Westervelt's big breakaway goals really propelled the Wings to that lead. But Colorado feeling comfortable in going with Lewis, so they'll stick with him at least for now in the second. And got to say, Brandon Miller has been impressive again for the Philadelphia Wings. Back-to-back nights, you're never sure how your body's going to respond, and certainly there was going to be a question of whether Croswell was going to come in to give Miller the day off today, but Meridian and company have decided to go with Miller, and it has paid off so far for the Wings faithful. We're underway here in the second half, and it's the Mammoth with the ball as they win the faceoff. Ilya Gaich has the ball. He drops it off in transition, coming across to Capito. Prout has the ball far side, up top to Grant, now over to Jones with 10 on the shot clock. As you remember, the Mammoth on the power play as Holmes is still burning off a 5-minute high sticking call from the second quarter. Unable to get a good shot off, Wings got a hurry to get the ball across the timeline, and they do. Jordan Hall is trapped out there, however, is able to somehow keep the ball in play. Great individual effort by Jordan Hall. Was able to keep it out there. Seeing a lot of chippy play as on the near side, Westervelt's being worked on hard by Rory Smith. Crowley holds, shot long distance as the shot clock was winding down. Easy save made for Lewis, and now under 2 minutes left to go on the major penalty so far for the Mammoth. John Grant, 1 goal on the night so far. Over to Pratt. Now back up top to Grant. Shot, shoulder save made by Miller, but the rebound comes immediately to Jones, so a fresh 30 for the Mammoth. Great passing, great cycling of the ball. Shoots and scores. John Grant Jr. snipes one over the left shoulder of Brandon Miller, and it's now a one goal game, I should say, at 9-8. Grant gets his second on the power play. As you take a look at the replay here, just on Cork's one, Miller went low and the ball went high, and on the 30th shot, it's now a 1 goal game at 9-8. So with a minute and a half still left to go on the major penalty to Holmes, Colorado wins the faceoff. However, good individual pressure put on by Joel White. He's able to grind the ball out. Mammoth, however, do pick it back up. So they now finally get their power play line back out there. John Grant over to Jones, down low now back up top to Grant. Has Pollock on the far side crease, and said Grant will take it. That shot was tipped away by Mann. He never did get on net. Referee was calling for a shot clock violation, but it didn't matter as Miller picked it up anyway. So Joel White brings it across the timeline for Philadelphia in transition, gets it over to Rabel. Rabel will hold it. This should burn off most of the remaining power plays. There's only 40 seconds left to go on that. Colorado should be able to get one more scoring opportunity on this. 9-8 your score, 2.5 in here in the third. Rabel takes the awkward angle shot, save made by Lewis, rebound. Briefly fought over for it. It bounces into the stick of the Colorado Mammoth. 20 seconds left to go on the power play. Hartzell out there working on Reed down low. Creighton Reed with the ball. Now with 10, 9, 8, power play coming to an end. Grant's going to try and get one more shot out there for the advantage. He's down low, 2, 1, and Holmes is out of the box, and minimal damage for the Wings as they still retain the lead on the major penalty, 9-8. Shot clock violation as that shot never gets through. Colorado picked the ball up, and Mark Gardonio is going to call a delay of game, and that's going to go against, I believe, John Grant Jr. Some confusion as I believe Colorado thought that ball might have gotten a piece of Miller. It didn't, so Grant picks it up. He's shrugging his shoulders, and I mean, the ball was close, but Gardonio immediately signaled that there was no touch by Miller, and it would have been an over and back. So by Grant picking it up, get the delay of game call. So now Philadelphia is going to go on the power play and try to extend it back out to a 2-goal advantage. Time of the penalty, 3:03, and the Wings go on the power play. Hall over to Crowley. Back up top to Hall. Now he's playing catch on the far side with Buchanan. Over to Crowley. Holding to Ross. 15 on the shot clock. Ross up top to Buchanan. To Crowley. Can't control. However, back up top. Passing, however, intended for Westervelt, and that goes off his stick. Unable to get the shot. So some good passing, but no scoring opportunity. And 30 seconds gone on the power play. Wings clinging to a 1-goal lead. However, turnover by Colorado. So good forechecking being put on by the Wings. Joel White gets a stick up high. Jones gets the mesh up into White's face. No call. Play continues. Crowley out there with Hall again on the power play. They'll get Westervelt out there as he grinds down low crease side. Crowley to Westervelt. Now up top to Crowley. 10 on the shot clock to Ross. Looking for an open man. Now right on the crease, shot, save, rebound, and score! Drew Westervelt off the rebound, gets number 4. It's on the power play, and the Wings enter double digits at 10-8. Great awareness by Drew Westervelt. Ross gets the initial save. Ross gets the initial shot. Lewis makes the save, but the ball just sat there in the crease, and Westervelt was able to scoop it and put it back in. As you take a look at the replay here, Westervelt just showed great ball awareness as he gets the power play goal. 4th tally for him on the day, and it is now a 10-8 lead. Bob Hamley and company had the challenge flag out. They were looking at the additional replay, but they decided not to throw it now. So quickly back to live action. We've got a delayed penalty coming up against the Wings, so empty net for Colorado, 6-on-5. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock, however. Tried to pass it back of the net to Jones. 2-1, they're going to have to pass, and that one doesn't even get on net. So shot clock expires, but Mark Gardonio calls the hold against Philadelphia. Time's going to come at 4:43 here in the third. So as quickly as the Wings get a power play tally, the Mammoth are going to go back a man up and try to reclaim a 1-goal deficit. Costabile will get his second penalty on the afternoon. So the Colorado power play is back out. Jones, Grant, down low to Delgarno. Delgarno can't control, however. Nice steal by Manny. Evades the check of Pollock. He's being stick checked on the far side. Now gets the long pass. Intercepted. Was trying to hit Brody Merrill, but shortchanged it, and Manny's going to have to come off. He got beat up pretty good. In fact, Manny's going back to the locker room. Manny got beat up pretty good there on the far side. Jones shoots big. Glove save by Miller. And now they're able to get the long outlet pass to Brody Merrill. Already 40 seconds gone, and the penalty to Costabile. Philadelphia gets their penalty kill line out there with Buchanan, Crowley, Rabel, and Ross over on the far side. Crowley will hold to kill as much time as possible. 8 on the shot clock, 9:22 to go here in the third. Tries to hit Rabel breaking, can't connect with one, and the shot clock will expire. And with the shot clock expiring, we get our first media timeout. 9:14 left to go in the third. Mammoth still a man up for 57 more seconds. It's the Wings with the 2-goal lead, 10-8. The NLL on the Lacrosse Network. Center, 9:14 remaining here in the third. It's the Wings 10 and the Mammoth 8. Hey, NLL fans, did you miss that big goal last week that everybody was talking about? Well, don't sweat it. The Lacrosse Network online is where you got to go. You can see the top 10 plays from last weekend's action. You can also watch full replays of every game played this season. It's all there on demand anytime that fits your schedule. Visit youtube.com/the Lacrosse Network. Thanks to everyone sending me a tweet at Dave Walls, especially to Alex out in Rochester, saying he's enjoying watching John Grant, although he wishes he was still in a Nighthawks uniform, and I certainly understand that. Mammoth still a man up for 42 seconds. Loose ball corralled. However, man is taken down, and now we got a delayed whistle penalty coming up against the Mammoth, and now we'll get a little 4-on-4 action before the Wings will go back up on the power play. Hartzell was quick to pick up the loose ball, and he got hauled down by Joel Delgarno. So Delgarno goes off. Crew chief Mark Gardonio right on top of this. So now this kind of matchup, we haven't seen a lot of 4-on-4 action in this game so far, and it'll be interesting to see which side this benefits. Certainly the Wings with a lot of team speed. They showed that in the second, but Colorado certainly with their fair share. Now quickly off the whistle, we've got another delayed penalty. Gardonio puts his hand in the air right away, and now we're going to get coincidental minors as Rabel gets called for something as well. Gardonio with the quick whistle, and we'll have to wait and see. Rabel's pleading his case, and they're not going to have none of this. So Rory Smith goes off for Colorado, and Rabel goes off. So Smith gets the cross check, and Rabel's going to get an elbowing call as he was trying to push his way out of it. Looks like it's going to remain 4-on-4 here. Certainly got some crowded real estate down there in the penalty boxes.
Colorado penalty assessed to number 42, Rory Smith. 2 minutes for an illegal cross-check. Wings penalty assessed to number 9, Paul Rabel. 2 minutes for elbowing. Timely penalties, 6 minutes, 13
So
seconds.
4-on-4 action remains. 2 from each team in the box as we speak. Westervelt with the ball, 4-on-4 out there with Crowley to his right. Westervelt tries to roll down low. However, illegal screen. Crowley was moving on the screen, and he gets the call there. So turnover for Philadelphia. Wings are going to go on a power play in 10 seconds as the initial penalty to CJ Costable is going to expire. So Jones has the ball near side, traffic in front of him, tries a bounce shot that misses wide. Rebound corralled by Philadelphia, and now with 5-on-4. Costable fresh out of the box, can't control the pass. Right idea by Sweeney and the Wings to hit the breaking man Costable, but he was unable to control the pass. Had a little bit extra mustard on that one and was able to reel it in. So now the penalty kill for the Mammoth, as still 1 minute left to go on the penalty to Delgarno. Smith and Rabel have coincidental minors. They do not go up on the board. 7 on the shot clock as Prout holds the ball far side. Himes grinding him up against the boards. Has Merrill working with 3-2. Unable to get the shot off, however. Sweeney and Jones really getting into it on the far side. Sweeney's able to break containment and get the ball across the timeline. Abbreviated power play with the Wings. 30 seconds left on that. Crowley over to Buchanan. Now down low to Ross. Ross holds to Buchanan. Up top to Hall. Hall to Crowley with room to shoot. Save made by Lewis. A rebound comes loose. Ross couldn't get a stick on it, however, and Lewis was able to get it. Bouncing outlet pass far side, able to get it across the timeline was John Gallant. That'll pretty much do it as the penalties expire in 5 seconds. So these two teams will go 5-on-5 here shortly as Delgarno in 2-1 is now out of the box. Even strength now. Delgarno has it far side. Shot Lowe's. Big save by Miller. Delgarno thought he had the 5-hole, but Miller had the stick there and was able to cover it up nicely. Tight action here in the third quarter. Only one goal, and it's for the Wings. Check that. Both teams have each had a goal, but it still remains a 2-goal deficit at 10-8. Errant pass is going to roll across the timeline. That's over and back. And now quick restart for Colorado. We're going to get a slashing call going up against Buchanan. Actually, they'll go ahead and call it a hold. Could have called it a slash as well. Buchanan was trying to stop the fast break opportunity, got the stick up high, and as Rabel and Smith will come out of the box, their coincidental minors over. Colorado will now go back up on the power play. A lot of penalty action here as you see. Buchanan got the stick up high on Creighton Reed, who had the fast break opportunity. So the Mammoth only were able to get one on the major penalty to Holmes. See if they can capitalize here and make it a 1-goal game to 10-9. Grant Jr. out there, far side to Proud. Proud holds, shot goes high, chest save made by Miller. Rebound controlled by Brody Merrill. Merrill, long pass to our breaking Hartzell. He's got room now on the far side, shoots, score! A shorthanded goal by Ross, breakaway that time. Hartzell did great to spot him on the other side, drew the double team. Ross deposits the shorty in the empty net, and with 6 minutes to go in the third, it's out to an 11-8 lead. Just great ball awareness that time. First by Hartzell to receive the long-distance pass, then he drew the double team. As the double team comes over, he sees Ross on the far side. Ross deposits it into the net and scores the hat trick. With Colorado still on the power play, it's the Wings who win the faceoff, and White will control it on the near side boards. Rabel holds the ball up top. 11-8 your score, 5:45 left to go here in the third. Karate out there, tries to hit Rabel. He got checked from behind, a little push, no call. Ball still fought for as the shot clock will expire. It's going to be Colorado ball regardless as Geich picks it back up. Shots on goal favoring the Mammoth 34-29, but really a lot of great stops by Miller on the close ones and a great job by the defense in preventing a lot of real high-quality shots. The good ones have been few and far between. Pass to Grant Jr., shot save, rebound behind the back shot by Grant. Miller with another save. Two great scoring opportunities for John Grant. Can't fault him there. Miller just equaled him on it. That second behind the back shot, most goalies would be on their back looking at that one. So now with 24 on the penalty, 10 seconds go on the shot clock, Wings killing the remaining bit of this penalty to Buchanan for the hold. Crowley shoots it long distance, save made by Lewis. However, got a loose ball violation being called against Ross, so we're going to have a media timeout, and it'll be Colorado ball when we come back. 4:33 left to go in the third. It's the Wings 11, the Mammoth 8 on the NLL on Lacrosse Networks. 4:33 left to go here in the third. It's the Wings 11 and the Colorado Mammoth 8. Mammoth fans, don't forget, the Colorado Mammoth return home to the Loud House. Next Saturday night, they face the Rochester Nighthawks. The defending champs come to town. They come to Pepsi Center. Game time, 7 p.m. next Saturday night. For tickets and info, visit coloradomammoth.com. Thanks to everyone again who's been tweeting me at Dave Walls. I really appreciate hearing from the fans of the NLL. Drop me a line at Dave Walls. Let me know where you're watching from. I really appreciate it. Shots on goal, 36-30 in favor of the Mammoth, but it's a 3-goal lead for the Wings, 11-8. Remaining seconds of Buchanan's penalty being ticked away here in 3-2. The Mammoth are not going to get a shot off, and a good power play kill by Philadelphia. They hold on to that 11-8 lead as we're back to regular strength. Behind the net, Jones has it, being worked on nicely though by Buchanan. Tried to hit a breaking Gavin Prout, but he wasn't expecting it. Ball still loose on the turf, and now finally picked up by the Wings. Good aggressive forechecking too by the Wings, creating some distraction. Prout never even turned around to see the ball. Crowley getting ready to shoot, however, illegal screen as McClellan knocked down Capito, and now quickly back the other way come the Mammoth off the turnover. Capito has Heim working on him up top to Pollock. Pollock will just hold the ball, flips it over to Grant. Grant holding, working one-on-one. Great defense put on by Crowley. That shot never even got on net, and the Wings are able to pick up the loose ball. Grant with the high check on Joel White. Gardonio says play on, ball loose on the turf. It's going to be an 8-second violation as Philadelphia had established possession. So aggressive forecheck put on by John Grant Jr. really bowled over the transition player who came over from Rochester. Got a broken stick out there. Somebody has lost his stick. Remains to be seen who it is. Shoots and scores. Adam Jones finds himself breaking on the near side. There was some distraction in the middle. Somebody had broken a stick on both sides. Were kind of looking at it, and through the confusion, Jones receives a pass, breaking on the near side corner, is able to dump it behind Miller, and the Mammoth stop the bleeding and get it back to a 2-goal deficit. Proud and McLeod both get assists on the goal. 3:07 left to go here in the third. It's now 11-9 in favor of the Wings. Mammoth win the faceoff. Delgarno out there, holding the ball. Pollock now runs down low, however, unable to connect on that pass, and the ball goes out of play, and the Wings will go ahead and take possession. Wings finding themselves in a double team. Crotty is able to receive the pass and get it across the timeline. Rabel out with Crotty, Westervelt, and Crowley and Ross. All 5 out there for Philadelphia with 15 on the shot clock. Far side to Ross, working one-on-one, tries to go down low, back of the net, shot, tried to go over the crossbar, air gate style, but slammed it straight down, and the ball never crossed the goal line, so Colorado catches a break. Ball's going to be tied up in the far side corner, shot clock violation. Ross had the right idea. In fact, Lewis never saw it, but he put the ball straight down, and it bounced up into the air, just couldn't get it across the goal line. It remains a 2-goal game as we cross 2 minutes left to go here in the third. Near side with Rory Smith. Check that. John Grant Jr. out there. Far side, Colorado's breaking to the net. Shot, save, crease violation. However, bodies go flying in the crease. The referees are down there to break it up. Miller stood strong in face of a charging Mammoth defenseman, and also Philadelphia did well to block and take some of the steam off of that shot. Buchanan brings it across the timeline with McClellan, Crowley, and Rabel and Hall. Crowley's shot goes off a defender, skipping back towards the timeline, and just unable to keep it across the timeline is Jordan Hall. So over and back violation with 88 seconds left to go here in the third. Colorado regains possession. route, tries a bounce shot, far side. Ball never gets on net, though, and goes up into the netting, so quick turnover for Colorado, and the Wings now will take the ball under 1 minute of play here in the third. Far side to Ross, has Crotty as a screen in front of him, and instead puts it up top for Rabel. Rabel breaks down towards the crease, instead pulls back up top, has Westerveld open, but hits Hall instead on the far side. Hall was 7. 6 goes low. Good save made by Lewis. Closed up the 5-hole that time and did not allow the ball to get through. Quick outlet pass back the other way to Capito. Capito gets it off in transition to Grant. Here's the shot. The stick goes flying. The stick went flying, but the stick went farther than the ball did, ironically enough. Loose ball violation. It's going to go against the Wings. Lewis is ranging towards the bench for Colorado. There's a 5-second differential between shot clock and game clock, so Lewis will stay out there. Certainly don't want to give up an empty net goal. 20 seconds on the game clock, 15 on the shot clock. Colorado's going to drain as much of this as they can and try to get an equal, to pull it within 1, that is, as we go into the fourth. Grant working one-on-1. Beats his man cleanly. Shot low, save made by Biller with the shin. Wings have the ball near side. Kick now over to the boards. 3-2. Nobody's going to be able to get a shot off as the ball rolls harmlessly near the penalty box. And that is where the third quarter comes to an end. 3 quarters down here at the Wells Fargo Center. Physical, high-scoring action. And if history's taught us anything between these two teams, don't go anywhere. The fourth quarter yet to come. It's the Philadelphia Wings 11 and the Mammoth 9 on the Lacrosse Network. Welcome back to the Wells Fargo Center. Fourth quarter about to get underway. Dave Walls here from the Wells Fargo Center, along with producer John Barchard, assistant producer Lee Masato. Thanks so much for spending your Sunday here with us. And also thanks to all of our fans watching around the country and around the globe right now. Got Twitter fans checking in online, saying watching from Langley, British Columbia. Love it. Thanks so much for watching. Also, got some old Columbus Landshark fans checking in as well. Thanks to Scott for dropping me a line at Dave Walls on Twitter. Shots on goal favor the Colorado Mammoth 38-31, but it's the Wings clinging to that 2-goal lead. Hey, Wings fans, don't forget that your Philadelphia Wings will be home. That game comes up on March 9th as the ever-dangerous Washington Stealth comes to the Wells Fargo Center. That game at 8 o'clock. For tickets and info, visit wingslax.com. Well, the fourth quarter underway, the Mammoth going right to left on your screen, wearing their white uniforms with red and black trim. They have the ball. For the first time in a while, we're at even strength, I should say. Pass behind the net to Jones with 8 on the clock. Has White working on him, 1-0. White with great defense as Jones really had nowhere to room. Now he flips a behind the back pass. Never gets on net, so a shot clock violation. Sweeney quickly gets the ball back underway, but now we've got a whistle and a penalty away from the ball. Let's see who goes off. I believe the Wings are going to get called for this infraction as the Mammoth are going to go back up on yet another power play. Crew Chief Mark Gardonio calls the hold against Joel White, so apparently his defense against Adam Jones was a little bit too close for comfort. So as the Mammoth bring the ball back in on the power play, and they would love to get this down to a 1-goal deficit. Prout down low to Pollock. Pollock over to Grant. Grant flips it behind the back. Now back over to Grant. Prout now over to the slot. Save made by Miller. Loose rebound. Wide open. Shoots. And another big stick save by Brandon Miller. The far side of the net was wide open, and Miller dove out with the stick on the third shot opportunity and was able to deny the goal. A clutch play by Brandon Miller. Wings fans breathe a sigh of relief as the red and black bring it back across the timeline. Already 45 seconds gone in the penalty to Joel White. Buchanan over to Rabel, unlaunches, hits the post. Rabel beat him cleanly. He was looking for the hat trick, but just bounced it off the crossbar. However, Philadelphia controls. They got a fresh 30-second shot clock, so now they'll cycle the ball around, kill a little bit more of this power play off. Jordan Hall over to Buchanan, now back over to Hall. Hall controls at the blue line. Now 10 on the shot clock. Looking for some room to run. Buchanan now with 5, bounces it on Lewis. Save made, and now the rebound controlled by Colorado. .12:48 left to go here in the fourth. 11-9, 20 seconds left to go on the penalty to White. Down low, Pollock has it, shoots, kicks, save made by Miller. He has been clutch on this power play as Colorado's had, quite frankly, some wide open chances, and Miller has stoned them all. Brody Merrill turns on the Jets to get the ball across the timeline, and he'll come off in transition, as that will pretty much do it for the power play, and indeed it is. White is out of the box, penalty killed, and we are back to even strength. Rabel has the ball, finds Crowley breaking. Shot, save made by Lewis, but as it goes into the net, that'll be a fresh 30-second shot clock for the Wings. And now we have a whistle and stoppage of play. Brandon Miller having an equipment problem. The trainers will come over to him, so we have immediate timeout on the field right now. The score 11-9. And lacrosse fans, you may have noticed that the Wings are wearing green gloves, lime green gloves on the field today, and it's not just a St. Patty's, early St. Patty's celebration. They are signing and autographing those gloves, and they will be auctioned off for the Headstrong Foundation, a great organization that supports that is dedicated to the research and elimination of blood cancer. And certainly the second time, I believe, in recent memory that the Wings have supported Headstrong, doing green jerseys a few years back. I have one of those hanging in my closet, and more money raised by the Wings going to another great charity. Miller's all set. Now we're back underway as the Wings have the ball. Fresh 30-second shot clock as the ball had gone into the netting. Westervelt has the ball. However, illegal screen. Paul Rabel gets called for that one. He doesn't agree with it. He draws the official. 2-on-1 the other way for the Mammoth. Here's a shot. Big save by Miller. He did the sliding stop to cover the left side post. And again, Brandon Miller in the last couple minutes has been standing strong to keep this at a 2-goal lead. Real physical action down low in front of the crease. Sweeney and John Grant were tied up for a moment there. They're back out. Grant, long distance shot, save, rebound, and score. Grant's initial shot denied, but it's Pollock who's able to put it home. And now with 11:35 to go here in the fourth, it's back down to a 1-goal game. It's 11-10. Brandon Miller couldn't stop him all. As you take a look at the rebound, it was actually Jones who gets the ball. I thought it was Pollock who had it, but as you look at the replay, Adam Jones was able to pick it quickly back up. Well, the scorers have given it to Pollock. That replay would seem to indicate that Jones picked it up, but we'll go with that for right now. Back underway as the Wings win the faceoff. Crotty holds the ball near side, escapes the double team. Merrill holds the ball near the faceoff circle, rolls to his left, a 4 on the shot clock, gonna have to hurry. Buchanan finds room, shot, save made by Lewis. He looked back, thought it might have gotten past him, got stuck in the shoulder pad it looked like, and he was able to hang on. Still lots of time left to go here in the fourth. 11 minutes to go, and it's an 11-10 game. with the Wings clinging to that 1-goal lead. Illegal screen, however. Adam Jones gets called for the violation as he had the moving pick on Brody Merrill, and now the Wings will come back the other way. Boy, again, Drew Westervelt and Chet Kazetsny really going at it in front of the crease. Assistant referee Grant Spies giving them both the verbal warning here. Breakaway coming the other way as Capito out. Brandon Miller is way out of his net as Capito is able to get it, but Miller was able to race back into the net. Odd situation there. Is not sure that was a situation Miller should have played it, but he was able to delay it enough to at least prevent a breakaway. Manly's beat cleanly far side. Save made by Miller again as he's able to sit on the shot. Miller's 5-hole tonight has not allowed a lot of visitors to come through into the net. It is the reason the Wings are up right now by 1. Jordan Hall, near side, up top to Buchanan. Now as they cycle it around Westervelt over to Rabel. Rabel thinks about a run to the net, now turns. Tries to find room, can't. He'll pull it back out with 6, over to Buchanan, 1-on-1. Finds the goalie out of net, shot, save made by Lewis. He was out of position, but yet was still able to slide down and able to get the block. Lewis very lucky to have survived that one as he had come out of net and had to scurry back in order to make the save. Every shot meaning so much as the clock continues to dwindle down. Almost 9 minutes left now in the 4th. Save made by Miller as the loose ball rolls in on him, and now Merrill will get it. Takes his time bringing the ball back up the field as he's across the timeline in time. Over to Ross. Ross pulls up, now dives down low. Again rolls. Man knocked down for Colorado. Now here's a shot and score! Kevin Crowley. All he needed was a little bit of room, and he uncorks it with 8:52 left to go in the 4th. Back out to a 2-goal game, 12-10. Good movement by Ross. He did a couple stutter steps to create some confusion, and he finds Crowley, who had a screen in front of him. Crowley gets the goal, the assist, well earned from Ross. And it's back out to 12-10. Merrill also gets the assist on the play. Right back the other way, shoots and scores! Just when the Wings think they have a little bit of breathing room, Adam Jones puts it back to a 1-goal game at 12-11. As the Wells Fargo crowd is silenced by Jones, Prout just finds him breaking. He had Costabile beat cleanly over on the far side. Pollock also with an assist on the play, so quickly again we're back to a 1-goal game. Mammoth win the faceoff. And now the tense atmosphere is back here at the Wells Fargo Center as the crowd sitting on their hands at the moment. Grant Jr. with the ball over on the far side faceoff circle. Turns, rolls, shot, save made by Miller as the ball hits him directly in the chest. Rebound comes right to Joel White. He gets trapped in the corner, has Pollock working on him with sort of a full court press here. However, he's able to hit Holmes, and the Wings are able to safely get the ball across the timeline. Merrill over to Hall. Hall up top, back to Merrill. Wings of 8 on the shot clock. Ball loose on the turf, quickly picked up by Westervelt. Shot and score! Brody Merrill. As the Wings catch a break, they lose the ball. Westervelt quickly picks it back up, and he finds Merrill sitting wide open with nobody covering him, and it's an easy one-timer right into the net. Back out to a 2-goal game at 13-11. As you take a look at the replay here, Westervelt it only took one bounce. Westervelt picks it right back up, and Merrill is right there on the goal line with nobody covering him. Capito was the closest man, but he was a good 2 steps away, and Merrill just easily bounced it into the net for the 2-goal lead. Wings win the faceoff. Rabel with the ball. Now has his man. Shot low. Save made by Lewis. Clutch play made by Lewis that time, and now Colorado is able to get it up across the timeline with Castaldo has the ball with room to run. Shot, save made by Miller. Long outlet pass back the other way quickly for Heim. Heim thought about a run, now will hold it. Hits Rabel in transition off the bench. Heim directs traffic for a second, tells Rabel to calm down. They wait for the lines to come out now. Under 7 to go here. 2-goal game. 13-11 shots on goal, 49-40. Now we have a delayed whistle and a loose ball violation being called against Philadelphia. Jordan Hall has his hands up like, what happened? Bodies went colliding, but when we come back, it's going to be a Colorado ball from this media timeout. Actually, we'll keep it right here as it's not a media timeout, it's just a timeout as well. Regardless, we're taking a break. You do the same. 6:39 to go, 13-11 Wings on the Lacrosse Network. Welcome back to the Wells Fargo Center. 6:39 left to go here in the fourth. It's the Wings 13 and the Mammoth 11. Mammoth have the ball after a loose ball violation just before the media timeout, and it was a media timeout. Thank you very much. Here's a shot, save made by Miller. He doesn't know where it is, however. However, crease violation called as Grant got a little anxious and put his foot in the crease. So Miller catches a break there as he had lost sight of the ball. Shots on goal, 50-39 in favor of the Mammoth, but it's been really the Wings creating opportunities off turnovers and breakaways that have really been the death knell so far for the Mammoth. Still lots of time, however. Up top to Westervelt, that shot is tipped away. Would not have been an over in the back, but the ball stays in play. No shot clock violation, however. Pass intended for Crowley. Crowley gets checked away from the ball. And the Mammoth will go ahead and take possession as we go under 6 to go. Leading scorers, Westervelt with 4. Buchanan with 6 points with a goal and 5 assists. Adam Jones has been a beast on the Colorado side, 4 goals and 3 assists for 7 points. John Grant's been quiet as of late, but sitting there with 2 goals and 2 assists. Sean Pollock also with the hat trick. Jordan Hall with the ball near side at the faceoff circle. Had Rabel breaking in front of him, instead fires it up top to Westervelt. That shot saved made by Lewis. A rebound controlled by Colorado. Stick check's unsuccessful, and they get the long pass over to Park. Park thought about a break in on the net, decides to pull it back. Park wants to come off in the line change, and he does as he gets over to Prout. Prout and Pollock out there with Dalgarno. Grant has it. Nice spin move made by Grant. Shot, however, goes wide. 5 on the shot clock as Prout gets it down low. That shot never gets on net either. Last second shot for Colorado. They are going to get a shot clock reset, though. And Philadelphia didn't chase after the ball. I don't think that shot got in on Miller. It definitely did, though. So Colorado will go ahead and get a fresh 30 out of that. Good awareness by the Colorado goaltender Lewis in order to get out there and pick up the loose ball, as Philadelphia did not pick up the fact that it hit Miller. Spin shot made by Jones, save made by Miller, and Philadelphia's trapped in its own end. However, they're able to get it across the hall. Crowley tried to break in front of the net, unable to find any room, so Hall will go ahead and pull the ball back with a 2-goal lead, kill off a little bit more time and set up a quality scoring shot here. Ross has the ball, far side now. He dumps it off. McClellan out there on a screen. Now to Buchanan. Over to McClellan. Shot. Had a lot of mustard on it. Couldn't find the net, though. But Wings are able to control, but the shot clock had expired as he was unable to get the shot on the goaltender. So, shot clock violation and our final media timeout, at least of regulation. You know what I mean. Don't go anywhere. 3:58 left to go in the fourth. The Wings 13 and the Mammoth 11. This is the National Lacrosse League on the Lacrosse Network. Welcome back to the Wells Fargo Center. National Lacrosse League action with the Philadelphia Wings enjoying a 2-goal lead, 13-11. Very tense fourth quarter action here. Dave Walls from the Wells Fargo Center, hoping you're enjoying it. Hello to our fans, our friends, I should say, not our fans, but of course our friends in Lacrosse We Trust. Also, thanks to Hugh out in Peterborough, Ontario. Hey, got a couple people watching from Troy, Alabama, and also from Bournemouth, England. I love it. Thank you so much for sending me your tweets at Dave Walls. And a special hello to all our friends watching out in Denver, watching their Mammoth take on the Wings. Manley lost his helmet as we resume live action. He's got to get that back on. He does. Play continues with the Mammoth with the ball, 15 on the shot clock. Grant rolls in back of the net. Beats a hard check by Sweeney. Shot, save, made. Actually, I don't know if the shot ever went off. Grant's trying to pick up the loose ball. Merrill's out there to fight over it, and now Merrill will control. And now with 3.5 to go, it's the Wings clinging to that 2-goal lead, and every possession so crucial at this point. Jordan Hall with the ball, one-on-one. Had Geitch on him. Tried to roll past Geitch, unable to do so. He tosses it back out. Rabel has a screen shot and score! Paul Rabel had a double-team screen in front of him and was able to bounce it from way outside. And with 3:06 left to go in the fourth, Rabel's hat-trick goal puts the Wings up by 3. It's 14-11. As we mentioned early in this game, Wings players were chatting online and to each other out loud as we approached this weekend series versus Rochester, and today saying they were really impressed by the work Rabel had put in. And Jordan Hall even went so far to say, I expect big things from him this weekend, and certainly he has turned it up this weekend. Hall himself gets the assist on that goal. The hat trick for Rabel, and under 3 minutes to go, it's a 3-goal game. Philadelphia wins the faceoff now. Now they can kill off a little bit of time here as Rabel's out there with Ross. Ross hits Buchanan. Shot goes wide. Actually, it did hit, so the fresh 30 seconds, and they get the reset. Philadelphia takes a breather. Rabel is getting a little physical with Gastaldo. Gastaldo is trying to instigate something. Rabel will have nothing of it. 15 on the clock as Crowley shot, save made by Lewis. Long outlet pass coming, going for the Hail Mary, and he's able to connect it to Grant, but by that time, the Wings had already gotten 3 back in defense. White, Buchanan, and Merrill back there, now out with Manley and Steve Holmes. Grant has it far side out near side to Prout. Shot, hits the post. Miller got a piece of it, then it bounced off the post. Fresh 30, however, for Colorado. Here's a shot and score. No, crease violation. Crease violation called. However, we're under 2 minutes to go, and immediately crew chief Mark Gardonio calls a stop to the play. We're going to get a review of this, and I think with such a close game and with such a close play by the crease, it'll be interesting to see what we see on the replay. We've got him here in the booth as well, so we'll take a look. Again, 1:48 left to go here. Crew chief Mark Gardonio, the call on the field says is a crease violation, but again, all close plays like this are going to review it. Now as we take a look, Boy, I tell you what, that camera angle's not really going to tell us much. We're going to have to see if we have another angle we can put on the screen. Keep in mind that the crew chiefs down in the booth usually have access to more than what we can show you, so keep that in mind. As Jones did the diving attempt there in front of Miller. So Mark Gardonio is down in the box looking at it. It looks like that's the only replay we're going to get. So now they're replaying. I can see down into the box, just for the record here, and I can see Gardonio looking at a down low shot. I'm not goal line shot, and I'm really not sure if that's going to show him anything either. But give the officials credit. They knew immediately it was such a close play. They had to blow it. Coach Bob Hamley and company were pointing, looking. They're looking. In fact, we have a monitor here in the booth that's showing us additional replays. Again, though, I don't see anything conclusive. I will say it's a very close play. Well, Gardonio puts the phone down, and here comes the call, and it is no goal. No goal. The call on the field stands, and I think that's going to be a case, if you were to talk to the officials afterwards, of inconclusive evidence. You stick with the call on the field, as we just didn't have an angle that showed definitively whether or not he hit the crease. Very, very close. Initial thought, watching it live here in the arena, was a no goal, but again, completely justified to replay that. So back under action here with 1:42 left to go. The Wings have the ball, and they are looking to kill this game off and take the weekend sweep to put them at 4-3. Jordan Hall with the ball. He gets held. Delayed penalty coming up against Colorado. Penalty coming up against the Mammoth. We're going to get a holding call. Now it touched up right in front of the official. And that one was pretty evident. And I tell you what, under 2 minutes ago, that is an absolute backbreaker if you're a Mammoth fan. Capito didn't really have to hold him. I don't know, it was a situation where I would have felt like if I didn't hold him, I would score. But at 13:42, it's going to be Creighton Reed, actually, not Capito, but Creighton Reed will go off. So now the Philadelphia Wings will be happy to wind this clock down. They will move to 4-3. The weekend sweep will be complete. As we approach 1 minute to go, Colorado in desperation mode. The Wings still have 15 to kill off here on the shot clock. Crowley over to Rabel. Rabel holding, directing traffic. Now Crowley moves, shot save made by Lewis. He's got it. Play is stopped as he gets up onto his feet. And now he's going to fire, and Bob Hamley quickly calls timeout. So with 46.9 to go, Colorado's going to go ahead and take their timeout. Certainly going to have to come up with a quick play that's going to get you a goal here. You would hope within about a 10-second opportunity, so that way you could have a chance to get 2 more goals in a 30-second period. So timeout on the floor, 46.9 left to go here at the Wells Fargo Center. Hey fans, don't forget, we're going to keep the action right here. Fans, this copyright telecast of the National Lacrosse League Incorporated may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the National Lacrosse League. Mammoth fans, your Mammoth return home next Saturday to host the Rochester Nighthawks. Game time at Pepsi Center next Saturday at 7 p.m. For tickets and info, visit coloradomammoth.com. So the Mammoth down a man for the rest of regulation. The Mammoth working quickly, shooting and score! And I tell you what, you wanted a goal quickly off the timeout, and John Grant Jr. does just that with 40.2 seconds left. It's a shorthanded goal to boot, and it puts them up 14-12. Now we have an official's timeout, as again under 2 minutes they're going to review all goals. Again, under 2 minutes, the referee's discretion. They can review all goals. I didn't see anything on a replay here in the arena or live that would lead me to indicate that this is going to be waved off, but Crew Chief Mark Gardonio will go ahead and take a look at that one. NLL fans, NLL Radio offers the best online radio coverage of the National Lacrosse League. You can now listen to NLL Radio on your smartphone. That's right, just download the popular TuneIn Radio app. That's TuneIn, and find NLL Radio under the More Sports section. For more information, visit NLL.com/radio. So Crew Chief Mark Gardonio taking an extra long look at this one in the booth. Again, I didn't see anything live, and as I look around the booth, everyone's kind of nodding along with me. Didn't see anything live that would lead me to believe that this goal will be waved off for any reason. Should the goal stand, it'll be the hat trick for John Grant Jr. As Gardonio comes out, it is indeed a goal, as we thought, so now put the score at 14-12. So now this face-off, very, very crucial for the Wings. Costabile out there, along with Geich. Costabile and Geich will take the face-off. Fought over for, however, loose ball violation, and it's going to be called against the Wings. Colorado gets it. Time not on their side. They have to hurry. Kraut with the ball. Tried to hit actually Grant, but I think Jones picked it off. Jones gets it. Shot, save low, made by Miller. Rebound, scoop low, and a crease violation. Matt McLeod tried to scoop up the rebound, but he falls down in the process. Now the Wings have 8 seconds to get it across the timeline. If they do that, this one's all but over with, as there's an empty net on the other side. 20 seconds left to go. The Wings will control the ball. They'll play keep away. Now down to 15. The Wings will move to 4-3 with the weekend sweep. The Mammoth will drop and remain in last place in the West, but still a half season to go as the clock ticks to 4. 3 to the ball, tossed harmlessly in the corner, and this game is over. The Philadelphia Wings have won this matchup against the Colorado Mammoth 14-12. An exciting matchup on both sides. Colorado really has nothing to hang their head about. I tell you what, Dan Lewis did a great job coming in relief for the Mammoth. Really shut down Philadelphia for a stretch there in the second chance and gave his team a chance to win. In the end, the speed of the Wings, simply too much for this Mammoth team on this day. We will take a timeout. When we come back, post-game thoughts and wrap-up again from the Wells Fargo Center. Final score, 14-12. It's the NLL on the Lacrosse Network. Welcome back one final time to the Wells Fargo Center. Your final score in an exciting matchup here. I tell you what, we were talking in the pregame show about the types of battles these two teams have had in recent months and recent seasons, and they certainly didn't disappoint again today as the Wings pull off the 14-12 victory to move to 4-3 in the NLL East, securing the weekend sweep. Final scoring totals, leading scorers for the Philadelphia Wings. Drew Westervelt, 5 points on the day. He got 4 goals and assists. Buchanan actually with 6 points, a goal and 5 assists. Kevin Ross leads all scorers on the Wings with 7 points. He had the hat trick and 4 assists. Paul Rabel, second hat trick for him on the season, 3-1. Crowley with 2 goals and 4 assists as well. Assists added by Costabile and Sweeney. Hartzell with 2 assists. For the Mammoth, Adam Jones was a beast tonight. 7 points, 4 goals, 3 assists. Sean Pollock, 3 goals and 2 assists as well. John Grant Jr., it's hard to say a hat trick is ever a quiet hat trick, but John Grant Jr. With 3 goals and 2 assists as well. Capito with a goal and assist. Gavin Prout, 7 points on the night, 1 goal and 6 assists, and more assists added by McLeod, Creighton Reed, Morgan, and 4 assists on the night by Joel Delgarno. Winning goaltender on the night is Brandon Miller. Just another outstanding effort for Miller in between the net, as the final goal total still comes out. Mammoth put 56 shots on net. Miller comes up with 44 clutch saves. Losing goaltender Dan Lewis will take the loss, but I tell you what, he came in relief of Royk, who had a real problem in the second, and Lewis gave the Colorado team a chance to win. In the end, it was just simply too much. Colorado goaltending on the night faced 45 shots. They were only able to stop 31. For the Philadelphia Wings, next up for the Wings, they are in action on week 9. They're back here at the Wells Fargo Center on March 9th as they face the Washington Stealth. Tickets and info at wingslax.com. For the Colorado Mammoth, they will, of course, be in action next week as well. The Mammoth host the Nighthawks on Saturday night. The Wings will go on the road back up to First Niagara Center on Friday to face the Bandits. That will do it from here from the Wells Fargo Center. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Thanks to everybody watching out in Denver and from wherever you are. Thanks for spending part of your day with us. It remains me to thank Doug Fritz from the National Lacrosse League, Commissioner George Daniel, my producer tonight, John Barchard, assistant producer Lee Masato, and for myself, I'm Dave Walls. Reminding you once again, the Philadelphia Wings win 14-12. Until next time, everybody, we talk to you again. Good night, everybody.